Hi guys, welcome to Bookish Shayla. Today we are going to do my fourth layout for Baby Got Scraps. Sorry for my squeaky chair. And this is a Scraplift. I'm not sure, I'm gonna have to go back and look where I got this Scraplift, but that is the Scraplift I am doing. I have pulled one of my sticker kits for my product focus, and I have already cut down my pictures. This is my daughter and her best friend. This is my daughter and another girl, and the same girl and her brother with one of our show heifers. These are from back in 2012. I thought this Scraplift was perfect for a Baby Got Scraps video because you just need some paper to make some squares, and so that is what I'm going to do. I've pulled the kit that I have the brads. I have this Adore bingo card. These are the stickers that I'm going to use. I have some rub-ons that I'm going to rub around where my grid is going to be. I have some basil cardstock strips, and I have some thickers. So those are my embellishments. I have pulled from my background paper, and this is going to be the 12 by 12 that I use, 12 by 12 pattern paper. It is a Blue Fern Studios paper from 2015, and holy cow guys, this stuff is some thick paper. It was from the Paisley and Vine Modern Collection. So it's this script on one side and this design on the back. So I'm going to use that. So that means I can only use my papers that that are no longer 12 by 12s. So that would be this and this. So that's 3. I guess I can technically use this one. I cannot use this paper, so away it goes. So let me cut. Let's say I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6. So I have what, 4 papers? So actually I could. Do I want to bring in the purple? Do I have any other purple to bring in? I don't think so. So I think I'm not going to bring in this purple paper. Well, I can. We'll just see. I'm just going to make some cuts and we will go from there. So I cut my pictures already to 2.5. So that's what I'm going to cut my papers to. I'm going to cut a couple of each one so I can decide what I want to do with them. So there's the purples. Can't decide which way I wanted to cut it. Not that way. Let's do this way. Well, let's just cut it like this first, and then that'll make my life easier. I think I cut it too big. I did. There we go. Next one. Okay. I am struggling. I need to just slow down and take my time. I'm trying to be in a hurry and I'm making mistakes. Okay, so there's those. So, I hope everybody is having a good week this week. Actually, that is 2.5. Yeah, okay. It has been a pretty good week here. Yesterday we had gotten some bad weather the day before. So yesterday we didn't start school until 9:30. Which was a nice little break. So that means I didn't have my first hour, and I only had about 10 minutes of my second hour, and that really helps the day just pass on by. So we're supposed to get more winter weather this weekend. So let's hope it's not severe. Let's hope it's not like ice. I would love just a nice, pretty snow that doesn't cause, you know, a whole bunch of problems, but that never seems to be what we get. So I'm going to, like I said, I always hope that that's the kind of snow we get, and that is never the kind of snow we get. So, all right, I'm just going to kind of lay things out here and then play with it a little bit. Kind of want the purple here to break up all the pink. And then, let's see, so I have two of those, only one of those, and one of those. Is that okay? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. So let's glue these down. I am going to move them down a little bit though, because in the Scraplift, they have a border up here and up here, and that is what I'm going to use these borders. So let's look at them and see which one I can use to see how much room I need. Oh, there's a flower one. That may be the one I'm going to use right there. This flower, or the scallop. I like the scallop better. So I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm going to put part of it up at the top and part of it up at the bottom. How about down at the bottom? Okay. So we'll put that there and this here. All right, so I just want to make sure I have the same amount of room at the top and the bottom. Yep, I think that's about right. That looks pretty good. Okay, so let me get out my T-square. Okay. Maybe if I can pick up the stuff then. But yeah, we got, in the bad weather, it was mostly just severe winds. We got a little bit of snow, not a whole lot. Now, some places around us, some towns to the north of us got a lot more than we did. They got about 4 inches up about 30 miles north of us, and even a little bit just east of us got more than we did. But we just got a little bit. It was, the wind was awful. Like we had like blizzard like wind. So if it had snowed more, it would have been a blizzard, but we did not. Like I said, we didn't really have the snow here. So or as much snow here as they did up there. Guess what? My T-square hits. I'm gonna have to do it this way because it hits my light. But yeah, so and it was super cold, especially with the wind chill. So that's a couple of the reasons why we started late. And we were actually one of the few towns around that had school yesterday, but there wasn't really a reason not to. I think in some of our kids probably shouldn't have come to school because like I said, just east of east of us a little bit, they got quite a bit more than we did. And I think some kids actually had some problems getting to school. But where I live west of town. And in town, it wasn't really a problem at all. But, you know, that's just how it goes. If you cancel school, people are mad because you canceled school. If you don't cancel school, people are mad because you don't cancel school. So, you know, as an administrator, you just can't ever win. That is what I've learned. And I'm not an administrator, but that is what I've learned just by being in the school system. So, there's no way to make everybody happy all the time. There's just not. So, and the more you try, the more you're probably not going to make people happy, everybody happy, because it's just impossible to do, guys. It's just impossible to do. So, this is one reason I don't do grids very often, is because I never can get my pictures where I want them. Now, theirs are a lot more clumped together, and I guess I probably should have done that. Oh well, too late now. Too late now, it's fine. But I said we are expecting more winter weather to come in this weekend, so we'll see what happens. Sometimes when they do winter weather, the only thing we get is ice, and that's not fun at all. That is, I don't mind snow, but I hate the ice because I live out in the country. So when we have an ice storm, we often lose our electricity, of course. You know, that's what's going to happen in an ice storm. And if you live in the country and are on a well, like we are, when you lose electricity, you also lose water. And I'll tell you, that's not fun. That's not fun at all, especially if it's for several days. The last ice storm we had, we were without electricity for a week, maybe. Now, we didn't have a generator at that point, and we did go get a generator because, you know, you lose all the meat that you've butchered and all that. And so we did end up going to get a generator to run some things like that. Okay. So I have these rub-ons, and I don't even know if they work anymore, but we're going to give them a shot. We're going to try to use them up. So I thought I was just going to put them around scissors. That's what this, if you didn't know, this is the universal symbol of where's my scissors. True story. I am not doing the Baby Got Scraps every day, just because I have these other layouts that I'm trying to do. And some I've already made kits for and everything, and I just can't do the Baby Got Scraps. But when my kit has a bunch of scraps in it, I am going to do them because I need to get rid of some scraps. I know I should do the entire month of nothing but Baby Got Scraps because I have so many scraps. But I'd already planned on doing this instead, and so, you know. All right, those actually worked pretty good, so. I'm gonna put this one down here like this, kind of overlapping. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a shot. These rub-ons are from a company called Glitz Design. Probably no longer in business. I have no idea where I even got them. Actually, I think I got them in some kind of kit back in the day. but I don't remember. I have, like I said, I really have no idea. So I'm not on a spending freeze this month, but I am really trying to curb my spending because I bought so much in November and December. That didn't work. Wasn't too bad. Okay, let's do another one. So, like I said, I'm trying to curb my spending, not a spending freeze, just curb it a little bit. But I do this other white one up there at the top. And I've done really well. I do not, as of this moment, have a whole lot of stuff purchased. So, yay for me. That's always a good thing. The new year, when you've, like I said, spent a whole bunch of money in the months before Christmas. And I'm using up products. Now, I don't have a whole lot of empties to show for it. And if you, I mean, I'm sure everybody can figure out what an empty is, but an empty is when you use a product completely and totally and you can throw all the packaging away. Now, I have thrown some stuff away, but if I did not completely use it, even if I decided I will never use this, I'm going to throw this away, if I haven't completely used it, I don't get to consider it an empty. That's my rule. Oopsie, one little bit here didn't do. I don't have very many empties, but I have used quite a bit of stash, and so that makes me happy. All right, let's do a pink one over here like so. I'm just kind of keeping track of stuff I use just so I can have some totals at the end of the year, and also just to see, you know, do I use the stuff that I'm, you know, I love 49 and Market tickets. I buy all of them in every collection. Do I use them? If not, I've got to stop buying them. And so I'm trying to consciously figure out what it is that I use from my scrapbook room and what I don't, so that I can be smarter about my purchases. You know, I bought a whole bunch of Meggy Blethen stuff. Do I use it, or do I just look at it because it's pretty? That kind of thing. Or because everybody else uses it. Oh, look at that cool layout. But then you get it and I'm like, ooh, how do I use this paper or this embellishment? So I'm trying, like I said, just to be more conscious and more aware of the products I bring in and the products that I use. Okay, I have 3 more. I'm going to do a pink one down on the other end like I did up here. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I've kind of talked a little bit about that in my other videos, but, and you know, I have a whole little tool cabinet thing over here with some cute drawers and everything, full of brads and buttons and eyelets. Guess what? I have not put on a single layout. And I know it's only January. But if I don't, you know, if I see in 6 months, then 1, I need to either make myself use them, or 2, get rid of them so I can make room for something else. Just because I have them and I spent money on them forever ago, because I've had buttons and brads and eyelets forever, doesn't mean that they need to stay in my stash and take up room. So that is my encouragement to myself. It's okay to get rid of stuff if you don't ever use it. Now, I will pull out a button every now and then, but I very rarely reach for those to find brads, because the only brads that I ever seem to use are the ones that are in those decorative packs that match the collection, because I don't have to think about it. And these are not perfect, but that's all right with me. So I could put so much more stuff in that. I just haven't made myself get rid of them. So I'm giving myself the year, and we're going to total up. I'm also keeping track of how much paper I use and that kind of stuff. So there is a 100-piece paper challenge. I think that's what it's called. There's a Facebook group. I found it with some scrappy friends that I was in a little chat crop with the other day. And I'm like, hey, you know, that's a good idea. Now a lot of them picked their 100 pieces. I'm not going to do that because I just don't know what I want. And so, you know, what I want to use. Because I'm one of those people that if, you know, I like this, I'm going to use it with this layout because I make kits and stuff. So I'm not going to pull out the 100 pieces I want to use, but I am keeping track of how many pieces I use per layout so that I can know, oh, hey, I did scrap 100 pieces or 500 pieces or whatever it is. I'm also keeping track of how many pictures I'm scrapbooking. Now I'm going to try to use every one of these, and if I don't use them, they're going in the trash because I've had them forever and I never pull them because they're the vellum ones or the clear ones, and I just don't. So I am going to use them or they're going away. So I'm just going to put them all over. Hopefully I'm going to do a sticker sneeze. Wasn't that what they called it back in our day when we just threw stickers everywhere? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw stickers everywhere, or these stickers anyway. Now I can't put them on these because you're not going to be able to see them because, like I said, they're on black. And I'm trying not to put too much here because I think that's where my title's going to go. Actually, if I can get this one up, I'm going to switch it. But I refuse to feel guilty for bringing in new things because, you know, I work hard. It's my, you know, it's my money, my salary. I work hard for it. So I'm not going to feel guilty for spending it, but I do for my own sake, just because, I mean, I have so much stuff in this room and I've got to make a conscious effort to get rid of it. I just have to. Favorite forever. And let's do, I don't know. Now they have a gigantic cluster down here. I don't have the stuff to do that, so I'm not going to have one. Mine's going to be a lot less, just a lot less than the Scraplift, but I did like the grid idea. So do I already have Cherish on there? Yes. Do I have Love? Yes. I might just do like XOXO. Let's see what's on the other side of here. I think I will. I think I'll just do the XOXO as my title. Or it's just XO, not XOXO. That's going to be my title. I'm going to put some hearts around it. Do I have a heart on this one? Yep. I have a couple of hearts. Okay. Oh, I did have XOXO. Let's do the little XOXO instead. Can I get it to all fit on my thing? I don't think so. Unless I could put that one up there like that. Yeah, like that. Okay. Then I have the hearts, and then I had one more sticker, and it is special, so now I can put it on the purple because my title did not go all the way to the purple. Okay, so I have been having the problem with forgetting to look to see what all I have to make sure I've used it all. So, paper, check. Stickers for a title, check. My stickers, check. I used them all up. I have an empty. The rub-ons, check. I used them all up. I have another empty. The border strips, check. I used one of them. Hey, one's better than none. And I might not. Yeah, I'll keep them. I mean, I just always forget I have them, but I'll keep them. Maybe I'll keep them out. Okay, the other things that I have that I have not used. I have not used these, so I'm going to use these. And then the other one I have is this gigantic Adore. And as much as I love it, it's just too big. I mean, there's just no way on this layout. So, unless I would have put it underneath, and it's too late for that. So, none of that. Now, let me come with this and look. This is the stuff that I've used in previous kits. Let me just make sure none of that will work for it. No, I think those are too bright. So Much Love, that would be cute. This pink So Much Love. I don't know where I'll put it. How about like just down here? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Good, good. These brads are wrong color. Nope, nope, nope. What about these? And the pinks are the wrong color. So no, 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 and no. Okay, so I went through all my stuff. That's what I plan on doing with every layout so that I can use up the stuff that I have pulled. Okay, so all that is going to go back over here. And I am going to put down my brads. I'm going to use them as like enamel dots or whatever around there. And that is going to be it. Now, there will be a still shot at the end so that you can see where I put the brads and stuff. And if I changed anything, which I don't think I will, but that's my video for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Go see everyone else that's doing the Baby Got Scraps. There's a ton of people. And if you would like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.